People ask me all the time what's been my biggest emotional challenge since getting divorced. And I have to say that it's come to the realization of how replaceable I was in my marriage. And what I've seen and learned through watching this happen was that I wasn't special. That it didn't matter if it was me or just someone else who.
I don't want this crap. You might as well give it to somebody else.
Women do initiate far more divorces than men. I wonder why that is.
I'm bowling. What are you doing? I'm grabbing your dad's. What are you doing? He's dead. Okay, go. Is he? Go. Are you grabbing your dad? Yes. I was joking. To go. Okay. Is he dead? I'm really sorry. Okay. All right. I'm brushing my teeth. What are you doing?
I'm second. What are you doing? Okay. I'm stirring the pot. What are you doing?
You can't stop. Don't stop. I'm helping you stir that pot. I know. You just, okay. I'm praying because I just said something about your dead dad.
I'm praying for all the sins I've made. Okay.
So your dead dad don't haunt you. Is he dead? Is he dead?
Yo. There's no way she could have known, but man.
People ask me all the time what's been my biggest emotional challenge since getting divorced. And I have to say that it's come to the realization of how replaceable I was in my marriage. You know, a big part of why I left and became unhappy in my marriage was because I did not feel seen, heard, celebrated, and valued for who I was and what I brought to that relationship. And it became very apparent in my divorce that that was true. When I left my ex-husband, he was apparently devastated. I ruined his life. But within 2 months, he was already in another long-term relationship, then overlapped with a second relationship, which has now lasted 2 years. And what I've seen and learned through watching this happen was that I wasn't special. That it didn't matter if it was me or just someone else who was filling the role that he needed to be filled in his life. As long as someone was going to come and slide right into my position and keep everything in his life exactly the same, it didn't matter who it was. It didn't matter if it was me or someone else. He needed that role to be filled, and that's all that mattered. And so part of me felt validated because I knew I wasn't celebrated and cherished for who I was. I can see that now because all of those years that I committed to the marriage were turned off in a dime because I didn't follow the role he wanted.
So you're saying you didn't follow the role that he wanted you to follow, but somehow you guys want men to follow the role that you want them to follow. I didn't feel validated. I didn't feel seen. Huh. That's interesting. I wonder if maybe he didn't feel validated and he didn't feel seen. Would you care then? No, probably not. Because usually it's all about you as the modern woman. You want a man to do what you want him to do. You want him to act how you want him to act. Whenever you want him to do it, however, exactly to the T. But when it comes time for you to put out, for you to give after you've been receiving, then all of a sudden it's a problem. We're not getting his side of the story. Maybe it might be the case that he was just tired of all of it. And he said, you know what? I'll go find somebody that's willing to validate my feelings, that's willing to get on my program. I'm sick and tired of having to jostle back and forth with you for the control and the power of the house. You keep on telling me I have all faith, confidence, and trust in you. And then you go behind my back. And then, oh, well, I don't know if he can do it. And I'm not sure if, and all the little nonsense that men have to put up with. That's what y'all do. Y'all get here on the app, on TikTok, and y'all start talking trash. Y'all let everybody know y'all's business, but then y'all want a man to keep private the matters that you want to keep private. Y'all don't know how to shut up. Y'all don't know how to sit down. Y'all don't know how to follow the leader. Y'all don't even know how to be leaders. Y'all asking to be in the lead, and y'all don't know how to lead. Y'all don't even know how to submit. What do they say? The greatest form of leadership is what? Servant leadership. What is that? That's where I'm willing to serve you in order to let you know that I'm no better than you are. I'm no better than you. I want to let you know that I understand where you're coming from, and I'm here to do what's right by you. And by doing what's right by you, I know you're saying, you know what? I'll follow this person because I know that person will always do something for me. I know that person has my best interest. I know that person is always going to take care of me. But you modern women rule with an iron fist. This type of dictatorial style leadership where it's my way or the highway, and I'm not taking this, and the first ick that I see, he better get out of here, and this is my house, and all that other nonsense. See, y'all sit up here and cry on the internet about somebody kicking you out of an apartment. Oh man, I have nowhere to go. He got me up in here in this apartment, and I'm financially mishandled and all that other nonsense. But when the roles were reversed, then all of a sudden, it's not a problem for you to get out of my house right now. I pay the bills here, and you just gonna have to find somewhere else to stay. Girl, I told him. All of a sudden, you told him. All of a sudden, he needs to get up out of there. What about a place to stay for him? Oh, he's a man, and he shall be okay by it. Y'all got me. Man, listen.
You nigga, find another bitch to do it. Goodbye. What the really? Bitch, baby. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I forgive you.
And that's what we saw in the previous clip of the other woman, where she was saying, well, I realized that I wasn't really that special. I was replaced rather quickly. You're right, because y'all like to act like men can't have any other options. There's going to be a woman out there that understands that, man, this is a good guy. Shoot, where has this man been all my life? And she knows how to act. She's got herself together, and she's willing to help build. You modern women be fumbling stuff that y'all have no business fumbling, and then get mad when a man says, okay, I'm going to kick you to the curb and bring in somebody else that wants to do the job, that loves to do the job. See, y'all sit up here arguing about stupid stuff. Little, oh, I want to keep my autonomy. That's why I didn't change my last name. Okay, fine. Well, I'm not going to change. Well, I'm not going to change. I'm not going to change. It's the beneficiary. Well, I'm not going to change. Who's the beneficiary on these policies? I'm not going to do it. You're not going to get any of the things that I have. If I have a policy, I'm going to leave it in my parents' name. And that's going to be it. They can get the money since you don't want to be a part of my tribe. They got my parents got my last name. My mama decided to take my daddy's last name, and they going to get my money to keep it all in the family. Since you don't want to be a part of this family. Well, I just want to maintain my independence and this and that or whatever. Blah, blah, blah. I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want to hear none of that. They be arguing about, oh my God, why do I have to take his last name? Why do I have to do this? Why do I have to do that? Don't want to sacrifice nothing. Don't want to give nothing, but want the man to lay down his life and give everything. And then when you step your silly behind out that door, you see, looks like somebody else wants to sign right up to be in the will, wants to sign right up to be the beneficiary. Oh, and by the way, they looking to do things to help further and help grow the house. Appreciate that.
I don't want this crap. You might as well give it to somebody else.
And this is what you got to do. This is what you got to do to modern women. You got to stare them down. You got to say to them, yeah, you made a stupid decision. Yeah, what you was doing was dumb. You shouldn't have done that. And stare them down and let them know. I don't care nothing about your little attitude. I don't care nothing about you hollering and screaming and all that other stuff. See, some men out there, they get intimidated They back off because a woman's hollering. You can do all that hollering, but the truth is still the truth. And you out here acting stupid. You can do all of that. I'm going to stand right here in your face and be like, now, are you done acting stupid? Get away from my car. Get away from my house. Give me my stuff back. And let me tell you what. You just hold there right quick. Let me go ahead and pull out my phone and record. Hey baby, can you call 911? We'll let you scream and holler to the sheriff. I think he'll like to hear that. We'll let you scream and holler to the deputy. I think he'll like that. Mr. Officer, right over here. Right, I'll flag him down for you. Right over here. Yeah, she's acting like she ain't got no common sense. We didn't ask her to leave. I pay the bills here. Here's a deed to the. Go ahead, take it. Here's a deed. Yep, that's my name right there. She won't leave. I've been asking her to leave. Well, you got to do it. I did. Here's a paper right there. I told her to get out 30 days ago. I actually gave her 2 months to get out. She acted like she didn't hear me and she didn't move. Please get her stuff out my house. And stand there and look at her. Because y'all act like y'all got a problem with following directions. Y'all act like y'all got a problem doing what people ask you to do. So if you can't do it, go ahead and get out the car. Go ahead and find your own way if you can't do it. And then we need another lady to come in like this and say, yep, you messed up. I'm going to stare you down and let you know. Nobody's intimidated by you. You was acting stupid, and you need the look to solidify just how stupid that you was acting.
Women do initiate far more divorces than men. I wonder why that is. I think it might have something to do with the fact that men are really happy. They need to clean their house, cook their food, wash their laundry, raise their little sons, and suck their... And we're not leaving because we're bored or we want somebody else. We're leaving because we actually want to enjoy our lives. Ladies, if we just stop breeding with narcissists, this whole genetic pool will die off in a couple thousand years. The future will thank us.
Unfortunately, y'all don't be picking good men. So it don't matter. Y'all gonna keep on running into the same man over and over again because y'all, in fact, in and of yourselves are terrible people. So that's why you ran into the man in the first place. You're a terrible person. That it'd be one thing if you just run into one or two and you encounter them every so often, but y'all become engrossed and ingrained in this. This becomes a part of who you are. This becomes a cycle in your life, and y'all try to blame everybody else for the stuff that y'all doing. No, you got to take some blame on this too.
I'm tired of you guys choosing the worst superpowers whenever somebody asks you what superpower you want, all right? Oh, I want to fly, I want to be strong, whatever. That's boring. Hear me out. You know Mystique, the person who can turn into any other person? I want that power. I want the power to turn into any single person ever. You could ruin lives with this, okay? Celebrities, politicians, whatever. But hear me out here. If my man ever cheated on me and I found out, I'm going to spend the whole entire day getting him all riled up. Like, baby, come home. I'm going to do that thing you've always wanted to do, but I never let you. He's going to come home all happy dandy, and right when we get into it, right when he's about to bust, when he is balls deep inside me, I'm going to turn into his dad. Or if it's in the mouth, turn into his mother. Turn into his mother and start scolding him, okay? You got to ruin them mentally, all right? This is mental damage right here. Get creative, all right? I don't care if you want to fly. That's boring, okay? Use this as a weapon. Yeah, you can rob banks and do all that fun stuff, but think about this, all right? I've thought about this for a long time.
If you've ever been like, damn, should I text him? Should I text him? Did I fumble? Grow up. But also, this will work. He probably contributed to Sophia Ray making $40 million. So when you got nothing for Valentine's Day, bro, she got her $12.99. She got her $12.99. He was in bed with you on Reddit. Worse, looking for a free leak. No!
The response in my last video is not what I was expecting. More than 9 out of 10 men feel this way and more, saying that it's women's fault that men are no longer as chivalrous as they used to be. And basically that men are aware of this and are choosing to be this way. And they're all blaming women for it. But let me ask you this. To all these men blaming women and saying that they refuse to help women now, whenever they see them in need. Aren't you the ones dating women though? How is chivalry dead and you still want to date women? Who are y'all dating if chivalry is dead? What woman is going out with men who are not chivalrous? Are we just in a generation where people are choosing to be single now if chivalry is dead? Because I know I, for a fact, are not going out with any men who are not chivalrous, who are not in the mindset of if I see a woman in need, I'm going to help. Who are you guys dating? I guess you're not dating women anymore, huh? If Shuri is dead, are you guys now dating men? Is that the ones appreciating you? I'm highly confused.
I just hate when a nigga has self-respect. Like, I really hate it. I hate it. I hate it. One of my homeboys, I can't even call him my homeboy because that's not my homeboy. Yeah. But usually, you feel me, we'll go out, see each other, do whatever. You feel me? Why I said, let me come see you. Guess what he said? Guess what he said? He said, I'm trying to get my life together, leave these alone. I just can't understand. How? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? What am I gonna do?
I don't know who needs to hear this, but being hot isn't enough. It's not enough. You gotta do more. You gotta do more than that.
Would you financially take care of your wife?
Of course. She's my wife. She can have whatever she wants whenever she wants it. That's why I made her my wife. She's my responsibility.
Take care of who?
It's always crazy to me when people bring up like other countries in regards to like, oh yeah, men should provide because like, look, they do it in this country and it's so great. Like, do they consider like the things that happen in those other countries, like to those women? Like they understand like in certain countries, with no punishment. Like they understand, like in some of these countries, like, yeah, the men provide for the women, but like the women aren't allowed to drive. Like when I tell you, like I've been on the internet for like a good couple years now, there is like not one more like brain rotted argument that I've seen other than like literally every argument in favor of like men need to provide. Like none of it ever makes sense, and it always boils down to like, oh, like I want you to be a bit more misogynistic. Like that's literally what it sounds like. And the craziest part is in real life, off the app, this is not a real thing. But for some reason, it's such a big argument on the internet, and I don't understand. It's so confusing.
Well, this is an easy one because these modern women want the best of both worlds. So they'll say, oh man, they do this over here in China. Okay, well, do you want this, and this with China? Because that's how it comes about. No, we don't want that. We just want the good stuff. And we want to combine the two and to get the best of both worlds. They don't want any responsibility. It's like, okay, well, all right, then in exchange for me doing this for you, what are you going to do for me? Like, I don't want to be the only one doing stuff in the relationship. You're selfish, emotionally immature, and misogynistic.
We listen and we don't judge, but personal experience edition. One time my ex cheated on me, and instead of just breaking up with him on the spot, I wanted to get some sort of revenge. So I actually made a fake Instagram account and made it look real. So I got some followers, followed some people, added some posts, but made it private. And then I DM'd him off of that Instagram account and said, I know you cheated on your girlfriend and I'm going to send her proof if you don't send me money. And he actually responded and started freaking out and being like, who are you? How much money do you want me to send? And then I made a different Venmo with a different email. And then I said, Venmo me $500 and, cause I know he didn't have any more than that. And I won't send her the video. And then I waited until he sent me that Venmo and transferred it to my account so he couldn't like dispute the charges or anything. And then I sent the videos of the proof that I had anyways. And then I just sent a selfie and never said anything, never said anything after that. I feel like it was just straight to the point and I became $500 richer. So at least I got something out of that relationship since I didn't get anything before, so.
Blackmail is a criminal act of coercion using a threat. As a criminal offense, blackmail is defined in various ways in common law jurisdictions. You can't see it on the screen, but it says here, the action treated as a criminal offense of demanding payment, $500 in your case, or another benefit from someone in return for not revealing, compromising the video of him cheating in this case, or damaging information about them. So y'all are out here comfortable talking about committing crimes.
Honestly, I've dated guys that make good money. I've never dated like an insanely wealthy dude.
What's good money?
Pull up your account.
My phone is dead.
Okay.
What is good?
Until you can pull up your account, then...
Well, give us an idea. Why does it have to be about me? Is a couple million enough? Is a couple million enough?
Maybe.
Isn't that wild? Like nowadays, the market is so inflated that to get a 31-year-old girl,
you know what's funny though?
You need to have multi-million dollars, like to get a ran through 31-year-old like sweatpants Birkenbag. You need to have multiple M's in the bank.
I know.
That's insane.
You can't just be funny and have 8-inch hammer anymore.
Hold on. Do you hate women?
No. I love
Are you
Wonder
sure?
Woman. I do. I love Wonder Woman.
What's your relationship like with your
I have
mom?
a great relationship with my mom.
Really? She hugged you and shit when you were
I did.
little?
I was just talking to her right before this. Right before I walked in, I was.
Why do you find that so hard to believe?
I'm feeling a little anger, misogyny.
Oh, don't
you dare say that word. Don't
you really want to end right now? I'm starting to cook right now. This is what's going
I
on.
think when you were a little kid, something happened.
He sounds like most men would. He's analyzing a situation, and that's the situation. And because it sounds so harsh to you, that's why you're offended by it. It don't harm, no foul. I'm sorry. I didn't mean for it to sound like that, but this is what you get for $2 million. He would be right. Used to be, I can go get a yacht for that. I'd go get so many nice restaurants, vacation spots, so many nights in places that people would only dream of going. But in 2024, 2025, this is what this gets me. Somebody who's just been out there with any and everybody, just lounges around, doesn't look like they really take care of themselves. That's not something that a lot of men are going to want.